Hello and welcome to today's League of Legends sneak peek, where we go over the games that are expected to occur tomorrow for me or later in the day for you, depending on where you live in the world. We go over just briefly what the win cons might be for each team. I do not predict the winner, but if you'd like to predict the winner down below, there are standings I'm keeping a tally of. You get 1 point for getting the team right, and a bonus point if you get the series right. Whether it be 2-0 or 2-1. I am debating on how I want to approach bonus points when it comes to LEC and LCS. Maybe an extra couple bonus points if somebody gets all 5 right or whatever. Make it worthwhile, like 2 or 3 extra bonus points. But nevertheless, let's get into this. So, first series, Rare Atom and Oh My God. Okay, so both teams are 0-1. They both lost 2-0 pretty resoundingly. Thinking about Rare Atom and Anyone's Legend really won through team fights in the Swain and mid. However, I believe that Rare Atom could take advantage of OMG by going through mid and prioritizing it instead of going Senna, TK, bot. That did not work either time they played it. So don't pick that. I mean, it's as simple as that. I think Strive and Lan were, and actually Cube for that matter, were definitely the 3 players that were the strongest for the team in spring, and not really iBoy and Uyanja. So, frankly, I think they should be going through jungle and mid, and that also goes with OMG. I mean, Cream stunk once again, and now he has pressure behind him from 0909, and honestly, I wrote Cream's last stand because it's not like he didn't get good picks. He got Talia one game, and he picked his Akali the other game, and it was awful. He has to figure it out, and Aki has to figure it out too, because Aki looked like crap as well. So, we'll see how this goes. This is another matchup for these two teams against a team around them in the standings, and it's important that you win these matchups if you want to make it to the playoffs in summer. Now, Ultra Prime and BLG. Ultra Prime, the team that beat OMG 2-0, and BLG lost to LNG 2-1. Very close series, a good series between LNG and BLG. In my opinion, Ultra Prime are strongest in top and bot. Obviously, Zoom played very well in his first series with the team, but then again, it was against OMG and Shanji. So how's that going to fare going forward? We don't know. We'd like to think it will do well. So I think they should be playing through the solo lanes, and that kind of goes to my next point about BLG. Fofo looked like garbage in all 3 games. My facial expression, I was just like, I don't even know how to say this politely. He looked like garbage. I don't think he might have had a couple kills, maybe not. 2 of the games, I think he had none. He was just not very good. And honestly, I think Fofo's the worst player on BLG to begin with. And when it comes to that, now we have a situation where Fofo is probably the worst mid laner he's had between Angel and Xiaohu. Fofo is definitely the worst one he's had. And, teams are going to start keying on Bin and getting Bin off his game like they did in the first round, LNG did. And BLG are not going to be able to respond. Doggo's still solid as well as Crisp, but I still believe that they have to help Fofo out, whether that's banning Ari and Swain, or that is first picking a champ to get him a winning matchup, or pick a matchup that will scale. We're seeing the LCK are willing to scale. Maybe BLG has to consider doing that. We'll see how the LPL goes tomorrow. This matchup's a big one. This one's important for playoff implications. So, if you are up at 4 o'clock in the morning, that'll be on. Or you can catch my League of Legends roundup, which hopefully will come out earlier than it is today because it's still processing and it's 2 o'clock my time. So now on to the LCK for tomorrow. Okay, now for the LCK. By the way, I just realized when I was taking the BLG board down, I didn't have their ranking up there. I believe they were 8th going into the matchup against LNG, and obviously will drop. Tomorrow, by the way, after my roundup, I'm going to have my power rankings out where I go over the top 25 teams in the world. Obviously, some teams will not have played by then, T1 and RNG, to name 2 big ones. So we'll have to take that into account when we do it. But nevertheless, KT and gen.g, 2 teams I have in the top 15 in the world. I think KT is solid. I think the addition of Vikla over Arya is pretty good. Cuz is solid. The bot lane's good. Is it the best bot lane? No, but I think it's the fourth best bot lane in the LCK, which, I mean, doesn't say a lot about the LCK, but I think it's a great bot lane when you look at it over the aggregate of the major regions. Gen.g I have sixth. So KT, I believe, have to play through top, give Rascal a good matchup, maybe put him on the Gwen, and let him run Doran over. I think that's kind of the deal here. That's the only way I think they can get to Gen.g. Or out jungle Peanut. I don't want to put a lot of stock in that. I think the bot matchup will be interesting. But as far as mid's concerned, going over to Gen.g, I don't think that they have an answer for Chovy. I think Chovy's going to get ahead. They have to ban the Ahri. I think if they give the Ahri over, they're going to get run over. I think that it's going to be a tough sledding for Vikla in mid against Chovy to start this split off. Maybe they focus on helping just the top side of the rift. Leave bot lane alone. I think Ruler and the Hens versus aiming in life, you can kind of let that be. And play through the solo lanes if you are KT. Now, as far as Frederick and Damwon, this is the series we've all been waiting for. I'm going to drink extra coffee tomorrow because this is usually a snooze fest. Damwon I have as the 5th best team in the world, right? 4th best. I swapped him with Victory 5 before when I did my power ranking. So, Damwon has Nuguri in top. I have them 4th. Simple as that. I think they're the 2nd best team in the LCK right now. Definitely are competitive. I could see them winning Worlds. Obviously, this is all speculation and preseason nonsense. We'll see how they do starting tomorrow against Frederick Brion, a team that has played them pretty well in the past because Frederick Brion play a slow and steady game. And this split, at least based off of today, might feed right into what Frederick Brion want. I have scale and play through bot. Get bot matchup that works for you, whether it's a Senna matchup, scale. If they can scale, they have a chance. Because anybody has a chance when they're scaling. You put Lava on Azir. I don't know what Umpty's going to do for you, but, got to do something. As far as Damwon's concerned, I have early game pressure, which is the exact opposite. I think early game is there to take against Frederick Brion. Take Drakes immediately. We've seen teams in the LPL do it, and even in some games in the LCK where teams are like at 6 minutes, first Drake. 6, 12, 18 minutes, we're at third Drake fight. Damwon have to be on that trajectory, and I think if you're on that trajectory, Frederick Brion aren't going to be able to do very well. Because they have, like I said, they have to scale to win. That's the way they play. And I think Damwon also have just straight up better players. Like, I don't know how Nuguri's going to play tomorrow. He might do awful, but whether it's against Morgan or Sword, I don't think it matters. I think Nuguri can beat them both. The only lane that kind of leaves up the question is bot lane. I don't think Duck Dom and Kellen are all that good. So, especially Duck Dom. So, I mean, it's got to be the solo lanes. I think Showmaker, with it being a meta in mid that you either are going Ahri, and it's kind of interesting, or you're going Azir Corki, which we saw today, and I really hope that doesn't happen. It'd be really boring. But in top lane, if we get a Gwen versus GP matchup or something, who knows what'll happen. So, comment down below, like I said, with who you predict will win. Standings are down there as well. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. I'm going to be doing multiple videos every day. Roundup and sneak peeks. Weekly power ranking comes out tomorrow. Thank you for watching.